Underneath the southern skies of Georgia, we've got daytime baseball from SunTrust Park. Today, a matchup of NL East rivals between the Miami Marlins and the Atlanta Braves. It's Braves baseball on the show, and it starts right now. Dallas Keuchel, a left-hander out of Oklahoma, will be on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Dallas Keuchel is a complete pitcher. He's kind of a throwback to a Jimmy Key kind of pitcher, a Tom Glavine type, not overpowering, 89 to 91 miles an hour with sink. Has the curveball, has the slider, and the straight changeup. What makes Dallas Keuchel so good, he'll throw all four of his pitches at any point in the count.
Now at the plate, Brian Anderson. He will lead this one off today. First pitch on its way. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. D-Row, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of their runs.
Here comes the first pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
Batting third, the catcher, Jorge.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next will be the big catcher, Jorge Alfaro. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Ripped down the first base line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, you look at his numbers, and there's no doubt he's faring much better against lefties, hitting better than 400 against them this season. And when you see swings like this, you can see why.
Next will be Jose Osuna as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The tag, and he is out at the plate. And so much for our first run of the ball game. Marlins leave 1. And now the Braves will step up for their first opportunity to score. Digging in now, Ender Inciarte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Braves,
Plays off 1-0. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Full count to Ender Inciarte, 3 balls and 2 strikes. On deck is Nick Markakis. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game. First delivery to him on the way. He swings and misses. Throw down. Well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Hot shot on the ground to short. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I really appreciate the tenacity that Ender Inciarte plays with. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And he misses low with it, 2-0. Inciarte, a runner at second with 1 away. Grounded down the third baseline. A dive, but it's off his glove. And he's safe. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. No balls and 1 strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Turned on down the line. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Popped him up. Cooper is there. The second out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Michael Chavez. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Liner toward right center. And that'll get down out there. Long throw to the plate. But not in time as he's across with the run.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, D-Roll. They lost the first game of the series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and they potentially lose the first 2 games of the set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out, give your team a chance, give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit, even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
And he'll lay off a first pitch sinker, missing down and in for a ball. 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. And a swing and a miss as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. Standing in, Tyler Flowers. And now the Braves look to put more across the plate in this opening frame. So far this season with runners in scoring position, Flowers hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
And that's in there, base hit, and not in time as the run scores. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 3-0 game.
You don't think being a starting pitcher in this league will test your resolve? He's already given up more runs in the first inning in this one than he did his entire last start. That's the kind of roller coaster ride that will make you a little crazy. But that's kind of how baseball works sometimes.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. In the air, down the line in left. On the move is Kemp. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Batting ninth.
So striding forward now, Dallas Keuchel. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. Fouled away. 4 runs here in this half inning. This is swung on and grounded to the shortstop, Riddle. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More from the show. Saturday baseball. Stepping in, Derek Dietrich. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Lots of baseball left in this one.
And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
45. No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's gone a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Now a swing and a little flare out to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Now a long throw to third, and he is in there.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
Right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
So here's Matt Kemp now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And they're runners at the corners now. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation. So making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first. Do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Here he comes again. 1-2. The slider is laid off on the inside as it just misses the zone.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
JT Riddle will be next. Another full count pitch on its way. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Batting 8, the shortstop.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully in that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
And next to the plate will be JT Riddle. So far this year against Southpaws, Riddle brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Inciarte on the run. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. A tag, and he's out at the plate. A double play. But I don't think he had designs on even really trying it as he retreats with 2 away now.
The pitcher, number 49.
So here now is the pitcher, Pablo Lopez. Here's the first pitch to him. And he pops it up. Swanson into shallow left. He's there to track it down, and that'll end. Here's Ender Inciarte. He worked the walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Riddle gathers it in. Throw just in time, and that was awfully close.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And let's take a look at Brian Anderson. This guy, when I see him out there on the field, I think of one thing. He's a ball player. Offers versatility for his manager. Outfield, little third base. He was fighting for the 2018 Rookie of the Year.
2-0 now. 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Popped him up. Dietrich ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bat next, one of the best run producers in the game, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Freddie Freeman. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Curveball locks him up, strike three, and that's the third out. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they're in front 4-0. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson.
The third baseman, Brian Anderson.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Windup and the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Line toward the alley in left center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Boy, that would look like a cinch extra base hit off the bat, but a terrific diving catch in left center field.
Into the box, Jorge Alfaro. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. And that's swung on and missed on a pitch down 1-1. Now a sinker runs in on him a bit as he's got to step out of the way there.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Count still full, 3-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Inciarte is right there, and he will make the catch, so that'll do it. Miami. Welcome back to SunTrust Park just outside of Atlanta as we send it down to check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break, and he stressed that a big part of their success has been their ability to take advantage of their opportunities. As a team, they're hitting over 500 with runners in scoring position, something that is way easier said than done. So undeniably, that's been a huge factor in this game.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. In there, 1-1. This one's hit deep out to left center field. O'Brien racing back at the track, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 15 for him thus far, and the Braves have now opened up a 5-0 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Chavez absolutely hammers left-handed pitching. There's a lot of pop in his swing for sure, but if there's one criticism of his bat, it's that he doesn't put the enough in these situations. Seems like hitters like this are more and more common these days.
Yeah, Matty, you can't fault these guys today for the swing and miss. In today's game with so many shifts, there are no hits to be had on the ground. But when this guy does connect against left-handed pitching, it is fun to watch.
So he sets him down swinging. Michael Chavez is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Now a curveball that misses high and away to start him out. It's ball one. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. On the ground near home. That winds up foul for the second strike. Now a curveball misses inside. Popped him up. Riddle backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Up next for Atlanta, the catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Here now it's the catcher, Tyler Flowers. Now the pitch. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3, and the inning is over. Braves able to tack on another courtesy of the solo shot. We played 3 full. So digging in now, Jose Osuna. He'll begin things here against Dallas Keuchel.
Jose Osuna.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. The 1-1 home. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now that second base.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And now Derek Dietrich strides into the batter's box. Ball 1. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. That's wide. 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. The 2-2. Popped up. Chavez will wait on it. 2 gone.
Now batting, number 45.
At the plate, Peter O'Brien. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch coming. Here it is. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swings through it for strike number 2. Here comes another 0-2. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. And that misses 2-2. The 2-2. This one's down to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. First pitch coming. Here it is. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away. Good time now to check out the Marlins Road to the Show report, as you see a couple of players in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control, 0-2. One out, nobody on. A bouncer up the middle. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The center fielder,
stepping
11.
in and ready for another shot. Ender Inciarte. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he's way off balance with the swing there.
When you dive into the numbers in this start, it's hard to believe that this guy's pitching as poorly as he has. Over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes, but a lot of those have been right down the middle, right into the hitting zone.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. High in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2 misses, ball 2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think it's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
The 2-2 one more time. He stays alive, still 2-2. Now another 2-2. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves, but they hold up. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Stepping in, Matt Kemp. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Late that time for a strike. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Hit hard to the right side. Hit down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another 2-2 offering. Hit hard down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Markakis has a read on it. 1 out.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, JT.
So striding in, JT Riddle. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. And a swing and a miss as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
Oh, wow. That's what they call it. Jam sandwich. Wow. Not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
And this is swung on and missed. So it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Austin Dean will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the bases empty. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding his own.
The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside. Hit out towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as decided. Brian Moran will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1.
It goes to show you you'll take location over velocity any day. That pitch didn't light up the radar gun, but you can't do anything with that as a batter when it's executed in such a good spot.
Lifted down the line in left. Kemp will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1.
The first baseman,
now with the
5.
plate, Freddie Freeman. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Line to the right side, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
The left fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
2 gone now in the Atlanta half of the 5th, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
The 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Ready for another chance? Brian Anderson. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. One and one to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Fouled off. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
So he sets him down swinging. Brian Anderson goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning.
Garrett.
Stepping up now, Garrett Cooper. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. One ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 2-2 one more time. And another foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fly ball out toward left center field. Acuna will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning. Riding in once again. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
The windup and the 0-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Miami down. Digging in to try it again. Michael Chavez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Chavez.
Number 51 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager. Here comes the first pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 0-1 on its way. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. And it's fouled away. Ready with another 0-2. Hit hard back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So it's an inning opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Down the first baseline. He's got it. Oh, but they throw it away at second. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields it from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
Dietrich is up with it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Now batting, shortstop.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. The potential second run of the inning stands at third. The 1-0 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
The pitcher, number 60.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take.